60 workers can spin a bale of cotton in 7 days. In how many days will 42 workers spin it? Let's solve. Let x be the required number of days that decreases in the number of workers, leads to an increase in the number of days. Therefore, both are in inverse proportion. Number of workers are 60, so number of days is 7. If number of workers are 42, number of days will be x. For inverse proportion, we know that x1 into y1 is equal to x2 into y2. Hence, 60 into 7 is equal to 40 into x. So, to find the x value, we are getting x is equal to 60 into 7 by 42. That gives x is equal to 10. Therefore, in 10 days, 42 workers can spin a bale of cotton. Let's take another example. The cost of one box of tomatoes is rupees 200. Vardhan had money to buy 13 boxes. If the cost of the box is increases to 260, then how many boxes will he buy with the same amount? Let the cost of one box is rupees 200. The cost of one box is 260. Let x be the number of boxes bought by Vardhan. As the number of boxes increases, the number of boxes decreases. This is in inverse proportion. Therefore, x1 y1 is equal to x2 y2. If the number of boxes can be purchased with the 200 is 13, if the cost of boxes is 260, how many boxes that he can purchase is x. Therefore, 13 into 200 is equal to x into 260. X into 260 is equal to 13 into 200. That gives x is equal to 13 into 200 by 260. Therefore, x is equal to 10. Therefore, he can buy 10 boxes for the same amount. Let's solve one more problem. 6 pumps are required to fill a water sump in 1 hour and 30 minutes. What will be the time taken to fill the sump if one pump is switched off? Let x be the required time taken to fill the sump. If the number of pumps are 6, the time taken is 1 hour 30 minutes. If the number of pumps are 5, the time taken is x minutes. When the number of pumps decreases, the time taken will be increased. So, it is in inverse proportion. Hence, x1 y1 is equal to x2 y2. That gives 6 into 90 is equal to 5 into x. Therefore, x is equal to 6 into 90 by 5. That gives 108 minutes. Therefore, 108 minutes is equal to 1 hour 48 minutes. The time taken to fill the sump if the pump is switched off is 1 hour 48 minutes. Let's solve another problem. 40 students stay in a hostel. They had food stock for 30 days. If the students are doubled, then for how many days the stock will be lost? Let x be the required number of days. If the number of students are 40, the food stock will for 30 days. If the number of students are 80, the food stock will lost in x days. When the number of students are increases, the number of days the food stock lost will be decreased. So, it is in inverse proportion. Hence, x1 y1 is equal to x2 y2. That gives 40 into 30 is equal to 80 into x. X is equal to 40 into 30 by 80. That gives 15. Therefore, the stock will last for 15 days. Take one more example. Meena had enough money to send 8 parcels, each weighing 500 grams, through a courier service. What would be the weight of each parcel? If she has to send 40 parcels for the same money, let x be the required weight of each parcel. If the number of parcels are 8, weight in grams is 500. If the number of parcels are 40, weight will be x grams. When the number of parcels are increases, the weight will be decreased. So, it is in inverse proportion. Hence, x1 y1 is equal to x2 y2. That gives 8 into 500 is equal to 40 into x. That gives x as 100 grams. The weight of each parcel would be 100 grams. The summary of this lesson is: a change in one quantity result in a corresponding change in another quantity is called proportion. Two quantities x and y are said to be a direct proportion with each other if they increase or decrease together in such a way that x by y remains constant. Two quantities x and y are said to be in inverse proportion if an increase in x leads to a decrease in y, or vice versa, in such a way that the product xy remains constant. X and y are said to vary directly if y is equal to kx, where k is called the proportionality constant and k is always greater than 0. Assuming that y depends on x and so k is equal to y by x. X and y are said to vary inversely if xy is equal to k always, where k is called the proportionality constant and k is always greater than 0.